night effects and stuff like that.
And you must have been fascinated.
Yeah.
So you learnt music from him at a young age.
He did teach me the basics, and then when I was 4, I remember accompanying my father to the studios. Then he fell ill when I was almost like 5 or 6. My whole 5 to 9 year old, that age was in the hospitals with him.
Yes,
In the
that
Cancer Institute and all kinds of spiritual healing and all this stuff.
must have been a lot of anxiety.
I didn't know much because it was life for me. That was the exposure of life for me at that stage. I thought maybe this is what destiny was that time. When somebody reads about certain thing and when they go to a playground, they think, okay, this is life, this is enjoyment. When I go to hospital, then I think,
This is it.
this is my life. So,
And this is
in a
normal.
way, actually, all those things that tamed me up. Maybe I would have become I wouldn't have become a musician if all those things had not happened. And my music wouldn't have that part of melancholy. Felt that was life because that's what I had.
You've said that it's very important, apart
Yes.
from knowing the ragas and everything, it's very important for that little bit of sorrow.
Yeah, I think it kind of brings a melody into your life. It's the same thing actually when you fast during Ramadan, we see the hunger of the poor man sitting on the road. Because when you've always filled, you have a filled stomach always, then you don't realize the hunger and you think that it's all cool. So it's almost like that.
But when your father was very ill, did you realize what was happening? Did you understand what's going on?
It's a complex thing because at that time, though I don't believe in all this black magic and all this stuff, every one of my father's friends, they would say, oh, they've done this to him, they've done to Shekar, It's still a mystery for me.
Your mystery, what happened to him?
Yeah, you always kind of expect, okay, now after this he's going to become all right. After this he's going to become, you kind of expect that kind of thing, and then suddenly he became all right almost.
He did all become all right.
And 1 week later he died.
Oh.
Yeah, it was almost as, it seemed as though it was gaining a kind of, it's getting healed or something like that. That was very funny.
But your mother must have gone through a terrible time.
Yeah. With all 4 children with her and stuff like that. It was more like a struggle and family circumstances and all this stuff. Trouble.
So as the only male in the family, you went out to work?
I've had this job called roadie. Roadie means you take the instruments and set up for other people. So that happened for 3-4 years, from the age of 10 to 13, 14. Then my mother felt that I should start playing to be a permanent keyboard player, which would give sufficient money for the family to run.
Yeah. You took on the responsibility.
Actually, my mother had taken quite a lot of responsibility, and we just had our bit of it, my sisters and myself. And
Having to earn at the age of 10, looking after a family, having responsibilities, burdens, what does it do to a young boy?
I think it kind of shapes you up to be a nice boy. When I look back at my life now, it seems as though it's a big thing, but at that time it's part of life, and then you swim across and then you cross that. Understand? So when you start away with a rough kind of beginning, then you cope with it.
But what about school?
School, I was a very bad student. Students say I skipped school, so
Obviously, if you're working,
you
you
had get
can't be at
abuses
school.
from school quite often. I did my 10th, and then I did a couple of months on the +1, and then I left halfway.
Because you had to work.
Yeah, lack of attendance and stuff like that.
So the teachers must have been very
Yeah.
angry.
In fact, the famous abuses, take your son and go to the platform of the streets of Kodambakam, then they'll put you money. Don't bring him to school.
They said that?
Naturally, when you don't go to school, they have to do that. When I just think about it now, they were right, and they had to be strict and stuff like that.
But is it true that they used to even whack you with a ruler?
Again, lack of attendance, mostly.
Or what did you say?
I mean, what was supposed to be fun became a kind of serious thing.
Did you talk to your mother? Did you tell her what you were going through, or no, you didn't?
We had enough problems, I mean, on the whole family, and so I mean, I could see what was happening, so I had to take care of this side by myself. Of course, we had my sisters were there supporting all of us, and mentally and emotionally.
Were you ever a carefree child?
No, nothing. Too many questions about future, what would happen, and things like that. And bothered about our family with just my mother and my 3 sisters.
Did it toughen you, or did it make you introverted?
It's a complex answer, actually. Yes, I had these complexes about myself.
What?
Because of all this thing at school, and about being without a father, and being in music, and being in music was not cool that time. Yeah, it's like, okay, you're a musician, and what we respect is government jobs, that kind of thing. And you have to cross all that and believe in yourself and work hard. But one thing which was good about him was, after he died, when I went playing for sessions, everyone had a very good opinion about him, and they would say, because of your father I'm here, because of your father I'm a musician, because of him I've got this house, because he used to use me in all his sessions. And so I felt good that I was born to a very nice person rather than and a musician.